Oh, by the way, let me do the 6ix9ine thing real quick. Should I call him? 6ix9ine took up a work a late night shift at Walmart. You know what I mean? A nigga put in that work, make sure he's good. I got the documents here. Let me see if I can pull this shit up. Should I call him? The only reason I don't want to call him is because, bro, like, he can't say much because they're gonna use it in court, right? Like, if he gets on here and be like, "Yo, what the fuck? I'm not broke." This, that, and third, like so this whole thing with the fucking, like, I could say it, right? I'm not in no fucking lawsuit. I could say it, but like he technically, you know, he signed this paper that went to the court. I'm gonna show you all the paperwork, but essentially, yo, I think one of them is like an old woman and one's like a guy. Like, they fucking was walking through the lobby while Shoddy and the other scoundrels was robbing some people, and they're like, "Yo, what the hell?" Like, we witnessed the robbery and there was a gun. So it's not even the people who got robbed that's even like suing 6ix9ine. It's like people who watched the robbery or like walked into it. They want $5 million each, two people. I'm sorry, I'm not paying y'all $5 million. Matter of fact, I'm not paying y'all shit. So that's what they went to court with. 6ix9ine is basically like giving a bunch of reasons why the judge should set a limit on what they could sue for. Just because he's trying to say, just because he's trying to say, well, first of all, like, according to precedents, like, they shouldn't get more than $25,000. Also, like, yo, if they did get paid this, I would be bankrupt and shit. The best way to tell the judge that, yo, I can't pay this is like, I'm fucking broke. So he's been saying, yo, I get $2,000 a month. I don't do anything. My career is stalled. I'm broke as fuck. Yo, I can't pay that amount of money. Now, but here's the thing. They also suggested to the court that a fair ask would be $25,000. I guarantee if the plaintiff or like the two people suing came back and said, "Oh, if you pay me $25,000, pay that person $25,000, we're good," he'd pay today. But no, they're gonna try to get the big money, which is $25,000. This is how it goes. Let me see if I can pull this shit up. All right. So yeah, ready for it? I got the documents for it.
Check it out now.
Whoa. I show my YouTube video today. Okay. And I believe this was from his attorney right here. So, no, not his attorney. His accountant submitted this. Here we go, chat. Bang. Bing. Go. Okay. So this is actually the court document. It's these are declarations, what they call it. So Justin, whatever, that's 6ix9ine's CPA, which is whatever. Here's the case. This person and this person, they're the plaintiffs against 6ix9ine. Keep in mind, they're only suing 6ix9ine, even though Shoddy robbed them. They're not suing Shoddy. Even though there's like 3 other people who robbed them, they're not suing nobody else but 6ix9ine. They know where the bag is, okay? So basically, 6ix9ine attorney got to show legally, like, they're trying to make it seem like you don't got money, but, you know, certain things you can't really lie about because you're then committing perjury. You know, all these are sworn statements. Anyway, you hear a bunch of the spreadsheets show income of defense accounts, blah, blah. The plaintiff statements, so the people suing saying 6ix9ine made millions of dollars in net income, and they're like, no, in net income, that's false. He ain't make a bunch of money. They're like, he made a lot of money from 2018 to 2020. That's when he was actually locked up. Most attributed to advances he received, blah, 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 da, da, da. He was incarcerated from 2018 to August 2020, and he was in home confinement, accounted for 4 months of that, and they're saying that in 2021, he was not touring or releasing new music, and yeah. So basically, they're saying, listen, in 2021, the defendant was not touring, blah, blah, while he was incarcerated, and for the next 1 to 1.5 years after his release, His income declined to the point, whereas for 2022, so in these 2.5 months, they're saying his total income is $27,000. They're saying his monthly income net is $2,000, which means in 3 months or 2.5 months, he probably gained about $5,000, right? And this is important because his CPA is saying, if he got any other money, I don't know about it. So this is what's coming through the legal streams, and that also this is what his CPA or business manager is on. So all these money that gets wired, his business manager sees these. So he puts this little clever thing to say, I'm unaware of any other asset besides his royalty stream or advances from the record company. So basically, his attorney, or no, his CPA is saying, I don't know 6ix9ine to have gotten any other money in life other than his royalty stream and advances from the entertainment companies. I don't know if he has any stocks, copyrights, houses, or other assets. I don't know. I don't know about none of that shit, which is smart. You know why? Because you don't know if he does have it. Like, you're not lying. Like, if he said, I do know, and I'm not putting it here, you're lying. Right now, he says, I don't know, right? His current liabilities include past due taxes and are greater than his assets. Therefore, his net worth is technically less than zero. Basically saying, essentially, his net worth is negative, which is mean you're broke, right? Again, this is pretty clever. Finally, the defendants support his 2 infant children and their mom, as well as their defendant's mom, as well as the defendant's mom and brother. Okay? If the court was to award this amount of money in compensatory damages to each plaintiff, so they use a multiplier based on like a previous case, the defendant would be rendered insolvent and would have to file for bankruptcy, blah, blah, blah. The actual amount, so it would be this what I'm saying is $5 million per person. It's really like 5.5, so it's 11 million overall. They're multiplying this times this, and that number you're going to see here. Give me a second. You're gonna see this here. So if I scroll down all the way, where is that at? You're gonna see it. They're citing a bunch of cases. It's still pre-trial, which is interesting that All Hip Hop found this. Yeah, where is that? Yeah, they're quoting other cases that said third. They're talking about the PTSD. Okay. Also, they're saying one of the I didn't report this in my YouTube video. One of the plaintiffs already got money for the same PTSD. So this person's a habitual PTSD filer. Again, keep in mind, it's like me seeing you beat your girl and then me suing you because I watched you beat your girl and I said I got PTSD. So this person got a history of like trying to file lawsuits. They already filed one, and this is why I say they can't recover twice, right? Oh, and also they're using a RICO statute to say that everything in the RICO he was forced to pay a penalty because of the RICO. They shouldn't be able to whatever. Look, plaintiffs. Here we go. It's a lot of documents in all these things. You feel me? These are the cases. These are the points that the defendants are saying. He was only at the scene because he happened to be riding in the same cars as Trey 9 members when one decided, come on, that's cap. 6ix9ine definitely went to fucking rob that nigga with them. You know what I mean? They're acting like he was just in her for a ride along. Like, come on, stop it. All right. So that's kind of cap, but like technically it's true. You can't prove intention, so it's kind of true, right? Secondly, he never left the SUV during the event. Yeah, 6ix9ine never hopped out the car to rob nobody. He did not upload the video to social media. So what, nigga? Right? But that's true too. He was not in the vestibule or the hallway when it happened. So that's where the person said they claimed they saw it. Say he never held a gun during the event. Technically, that's true. He never physically met the plaintiff. Technically, that's true. He was sentenced to 2 years in federal prisons as a role of being in the 9 Trey gang. That's true. The bag that was stolen was seized by the police and either returned to the plaintiffs or is in government custody. Oh, wait, is one of them Scumlord Dizzy? Is Kevin Dozier? No. Let me look. Kevin Dozier. That's not Scumlord Dizzy, is it? Scumlord Dizzy. Fuck. There's a nigga named Scumlord Dizzy. I'm trying to find. When they said return to the plaintiff, I'm guessing was one of the plaintiffs. I'm just Googling. Maybe not. All right, anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna try to show you the look. So here it is right here. Here plaintiff seeks blah 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 using the same thing I told you, the little multiplier for punitive awards of $5 million to each plaintiff. Yeah, you're damn right. I'm fucking broke, nigga. I ain't paying you shit. I'm broke. That will constitute a judgment against the defendant totaling in $10.7 million in punitive damages and consequently damages totaling blah blah for a grand total of 11.86. The award for that will be higher than the most extreme cases plaintiffs have attempted to rely upon in their papers. So the plaintiff cited other cases like that where people got paid and they're using a multiplier, but the defense is saying, yo, if we use the multiplier they use, it's just outrageous. Okay. Now, you could tell, you're going to hear the $25,000 I was talking about. It's in here somewhere. My bad. Oh, yeah. So, were this court to decide, based upon the record before it, the plaintiffs were entitled to punitive damage on the most favorable interpretation for the plaintiff of that record, they should not exceed $25,000 per plaintiff. So, basically, 6ix9ine's people is telling the court, even if we gave them the max amount based on real factual shit, they should only get $25,000 per person suing, which is 2 people who with $50,000. You just pay that shit, you feel me? Okay, anyway. This is the breakdown of 6ix9ine's fucking finances from his CPA. This is pretty bare. It doesn't really have, say somebody paid him for a tweet, say somebody paid him for a club appearance, say somebody, a lot of the touring stuff or a lot of the, live show stuff. Allegedly, I don't know if everything is here. Maybe, probably, of course. But his record label stuff is here, 100%. So if you're wondering how much he got paid by his record label, it's right here. And it's in fucking writing. So he got paid $860,000 from his record label in 2018. I think that was probably a $500,000 advance. Or maybe this was just all fucking, what do you call it again? This might have just been all royalty. This might have been just straight royalty from Day 69. So it would be this right here. So the Day 69 album might have been this, right? Yeah, I think that might be it, right? And then 2019, you get this $2 million, which is right when he goes into jail. He probably signs for $2 million, or the $2 million came in at, well, this happened in November. The $2 million probably didn't get payout till, okay. So he probably re-signed for some other shit, right? He got $2 million. He probably didn't get paid out till 2019, early 2019. but he's already in jail, right? He comes out, right? He signs a $13 million deal. This 9.6 you're seeing is 75% of $13 million. $13 million is for 2 albums. The way I was paid out for all record labels, you get half. So if it's 13 for 2, just imagine it's 6.75 or 6.5 for each, right? So you want to see my calculator again? My bad. Let me just show you how to calculator. This is why you'll see why the 9.7 makes sense. I gotta do the math for y'all because sometimes y'all be acting stupid. And also, this is why I'm the fucking greatest journalist of all time. Like, nigga, like, I bring up the numbers. I make the numbers make sense. Like, I'm not just sitting here and just, oh, my God, what? No, I'm explaining it to you. He got a $13 million record deal when he just got out of jail, okay, for 2 albums, right? So this is what happens. It's $6.5 million for each album, right? So he gets paid. So what's 6.5 divided by 2? 6.5 divided by 2 is 1. No, it's not. No, not 5. It's 6.5 divided by 2, not divided by 5. It's 3.25, right? So you're gonna see 3.25 pretty much every single time. So he gets that before he turns in Tattletales. After he turns in Tattletales, he gets another 3.25. That's how it goes. I'm telling you how record contracts go. You get half the money when they pick up the option or they sign you. You get the other half when you turn in the album. That's just how it goes, right? By the way, this is why you won't get no royalty statement because they gotta collect the entire money they've given you, including recording contract, recording budgets, money to clear shit. So it's way more than 6. So it's not just 6.5. They probably got to recoup 10 to 12 before he gets a royalty statement. So this is why I usually say most times niggas ain't getting paid more than the advances, right? So he gets 3.25 up front. Then he gets another 3.25 when he turns in the album, right? So that's 6.5. Then he gets another 3.25 because they want to pick up the option on the second album, which is supposed to be a Spanish album, which is 3.5 again, right? Oh, shit, what did I just do? 3.5 plus 3.5. Wait, no. It's 6.5 divided by 2. Oh, it's 3.25. So 3.25 plus 3.25 equals 6.5 plus 3.25 again, and it's going to be 9.75, okay? If you look at the number right here, bing bong, right here, it makes sense. Remember, if he turned in the Spanish album, would have been the 13 million, which would have been another 3.25, but he never turned it in. Plus 3.25, that's 13, right? So minus the 3.25. By the way, I was a math major, so this makes sense to me. So he's at 9.75. You're probably saying, why is there 9.6 here, not 9.75, as I just calculated? When you do a contract, yes, your fucking lawyer takes a lot of fucking money. Okay, so who knows? Legal fees for both sides may have been like 100,000 or some type of fee. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But just assume the discrepancy between this 9.75 and what you see here, which is 9.6 in 2020, is probably because of a lawyer getting paid. Yes. What happens with the label is going to take it straight out of your money, pay the lawyer. You get me? So your money is sans or minus your lawyer fee. So he got 9.6, still a lot of money. Pretty much on a high. Yeah. Here's the thing about Tor, and I won't speak too much about it. The thing with him and tours, right, is essentially, first of all, he didn't do any tours in 2020 because it was pretty much house arrest. I think he might have did maybe one thing. There was he got money for some virtual shit, right? Also, here's the thing, because he's working with independent promoters and not big ass like Live Nation. What you have to report, which you should report everything. The IRS is watching. Yeah, I'm just leave everything in that. You get me? So I don't want to get into his tour shit because that could be a clusterfuck. But from what I looked at with his 6ix9ine's, could y'all even see it? It looks small. From what it looks like with 6ix9ine's right here, these look accurate. So of course the CPA ain't trying to go to jail neither, so he's not trying to lie, right? So I think these are just strictly what got paid from the label. You know what I mean, right? So they got $2 million in 2019, right? By the way, the $2 million in 2019 could have been for Dummy Boy. I don't know if remember Dummy Boy dropped. Dummy Boy dropped right when he got locked up. That could have been for Dummy Boy, right? Remember he dropped Day 6ix9ine, right? And I'm pretty sure he's so hot, right? And also he's dropped so many songs, he probably re-ups, gets another deal to lock him in for some more shit. And that $2 million is probably to make sure Dummy Boy comes in. You get me? Yeah. You see no touring that year. Okay. And then okay, so yo, do y'all kind of understand it? If I'm calculating too much, just be like, yo, Act, shut the fuck up. We don't care about this shit. I feel like I'm probably boring the shit out of y'all. Let me play a song. I'm gonna take a piss real quick. I don't want to get too technical with certain shit. I'm trying to teach y'all about the music industry because it shouldn't be like it shouldn't be like, it's not the fucking Illuminati, my nigga. It's just dealing with contracts. But let me take a piss real quick. I'll play one of his songs. Imagine, shit, he's not getting no royalty payments because they got to pay for security, this and third. Like this, like the label's doing at that point. These expenses you're seeing right here, these are personal 6ix9ine expenses. Now, these could be, it could be whatever. Who knows? Like, shit, I think expenses are always security for him. But it could also be a house. It could be whatever. So, I think these figures are kind of about right. By the way, I don't think they're lying. And, I made a statement on the podcast, which you guys should watch. And I said, I don't think 6ix9ine's making that much money off music right now. He's not. That's just a fact. You get me? Like, again, he did make a declaration here that his music is unrecouped, which I do believe that's true. A label gives you $9-10 million. Yeah, like I know money sounds like it falls off trees. Like when Trippy's like, "Yo, I got 30 million." It sounds great, but nigga, they are hoping that you're gonna deliver what you're promised to deliver, which is 2 albums. Again. Essentially, this entire $9.7 million is for Telltales. And by the way, I'm on the album, so y'all go stream that too. Yeah. Do I think that album has recouped that? No. And this is just the advance. So then you got a recording budget. Then you got like a budget for fucking, you know what I mean? Wasn't Trolls on that shit too? Yeah, Trolls was on that, right? Yeah, yeah. What's Trolls on it? I can't tell. I forgot. Somebody says 6ix9ine NFTs. I don't know what y'all talking about. All right. Anyway, somebody says, yo, we don't care about 6ix9ine finances. It's not about 6ix9ine, man. Like, I be trying to teach y'all certain shit. Yo, do y'all like, if y'all like the music industry like I do, you don't want to be uneducated. You want to be smart. I love the music industry so much that I wanted to know everything. It's not about 6ix9ine. Nigga, 6ix9ine is my mans. That's my guy. I'm using him as an example. And I'm using knowledge that I definitely know, and I'm using a public court document by him. Nigga, I don't want to make him look bad. Bro, I'd rather not talk about his shit. But for everybody who watch me, I want people to be smart that watch me. If you want to watch Rosendweeb talk about a bunch of bullshit, go watch Rosendweeb. When you watch Act, the best journalist who's ever fucking lived in hip-hop, I'm going to get you so fucking prepared mentally that you could, like, when artists start capping to you, you see beyond it. When you see or hear about a record contract, you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly how shit is paid out. When you see rappers capping about they got a 29 million stone in their forehead, you're like, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I want to get y'all to that level because I am there now. And I remember when I wasn't in this industry. And I remember when I used to be believing all this bullshit that they were feeding me. Now I'm in this shit. And when I mean I'm in this shit, I'm privileged to be behind and see some of the shit that what's really going on. That's why I call cap. That's why I be telling all these rappers, shut up. We don't care about what you got to say. You get paid once every 2 years, and you ain't got that much as you think you. Don't talk like no boss. That's what I be trying to say. I be saying the truth. Me educating y'all, and by the way, if y'all are future rappers, and by the way, fuck being a future rapper. You know, if I wasn't on and I was like 18 right now, bro, I would want to be a manager. And you know what I would do? I would watch DJ Akademiks every day. I would learn the most about the industry. And then I would get a bunch of rappers, like 3 homies, and manage them and start leveling up in the game. And use all the tricks and tips to fucking try to get ahead. That's how it is, bro. You see, in this fucking music game, nobody teaches you shit. They bring you into a big office. You see big ass signs. You see big ass plaques, and then they finesse you. You think 6ix9ine wasn't getting finessed? Nigga, I know some of these personal comments. I just won't mention it. But he signed a contract. They didn't know he was going to blow up. But, nigga, you want to know one of the reasons why shit gets weird with 6ix9ine and Shoddy and all this other shit? 6ix9ine don't got no manager. Everybody wants to be his manager. Everybody wants to negotiate. Hey, okay, I'll give y'all this. I don't even know why I'm giving y'all game. Fuck it, man. Y'all niggas be fucking ignorant. I'm doing too fucking much. That's the problem. All right, let's talk about some other shit. I'm sorry. I'm like doing too much. All right. Get this off the screen.
Funny how we do the same.
Ew. Grand, you know I'll get you the game, but these motherfuckers, they don't even understand. Like, I'm trying to, like, they personalize these things so much, bro. This is happening to every artist, bro. I know these stories about every artist. This is why I'm the greatest journalist of all time. I know this, nigga. I know exactly the business behind YBN the Mirror and the whole YBN falling apart, bro. That's the shit that fans should know. I believe. Bro, because if y'all stop acting like it's over ego and emotional shit, it would make a lot more sense. Y'all, YBN was never owned by y'all. It was owned by some nigga who finessed y'all. Of course, didn't Corday mention that? Yeah, I dropped the YBN because we ain't own the shit. Yeah, I own the shit. Nigga signed y'all to a contract, fucked all y'all in the deal. Bro, that's fucked up. It's some lawyers. His name is like James McMillan. Go Google it. I'm sorry, James McMillan. Sorry, I'm telling you now. But the point what I'm trying to say is that, yo, you can't never stop the cycle of young black men getting in this industry and getting fucked over and finessed if you don't make this shit public. You can't act like this is some secret society. I don't get money off finessing these kids and finessing these people. Make the information, educate people. Educate people. These are people who are negotiating millions of dollars of contracts with companies. They have real no representation. Bro, you think your homeboy from the hood, without him watching DJ Akademiks and other people who's going to tell them what they're going to run into? They're going to walk into Interscope and you're the hottest rapper and they're going to get, oh, hey, this is our offer for a deal. You see money that you've never seen before. And yes, money at that point is a couple $100,000. Matter of fact, these days, I'm talking to a lot of people, they're not even offering niggas over 60, 70 grand if you really got a real buzz. But what's in the other terms of the deal? All right, bet. So, cool. You get offered that. Now, you straight from the hood. You got your mans who, yeah, he used to pay for some studio time. He don't know nothing about the industry. You know what they going to do, bro? They going to say, yo, here's our offer. Take it to a lawyer. Nigga, you don't know no entertainment lawyers. Most of the entertainment lawyers work with the same labels, too. It's a secret society, nigga. So now you're trying to find an entertainment lawyer because you can't go to your lawyer who works your traffic tickets. You can't go to the lawyer who gets your homies out of jail. They don't know what's going on in entertainment like that, bro. They don't know the gimmicks. They don't know the games. They don't know how the finesses. Don't know how the negotiation goes. They don't know all that shit, right? So you're a new artist. This is how every artist get fucked. So now you get lined up with the same. There's 5 attorneys. I could name all of them off the back of my hand that pretty much work out 80% of the contracts. They're all in bed with the same fucking record labels that you're working against. Who you think they really represent? So bet they sign you to this fucked ass deal. You think you probably got the best of it. You know why? Because you getting money in the bank. But now if you end up panning out, your second album, your third album, you're fucked, you're looking crazy, you're getting mad, and by your 4th album, you're like, you don't want to rap no more. You know why you don't want to rap no more? Because you realize you already spent all your advance, and the money that's still coming in, they're still telling you, oh, we're trying to recoup. Oh, we're still trying to recoup. You're like, well, I already spent all my money. They're like, well, you could sign another deal, and we could give you another advance, which is another loan. That's just what it is. So that's what I'm just trying to tell y'all. I know the common thing, they're like, yo, you don't get finesse, get a lawyer. Bruh, do y'all know mad entertainment lawyer that work in the music business? And what I mean by work in the music business, that really has an independent thing that works in the music business that only cares about artists. That they could walk into motherfucking Sony, Atlantic, and be like, yo, hey, I know the industry standard of what y'all do with the industry standard for a deal is that y'all ain't gonna go above usually a 14 to 15% royalty rate, but based on my artists, look at this song going on TikTok, look at these metrics, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we're gonna go, matter of fact, we're gonna go this way. We're not gonna take this, bro. No, you're gonna get railroaded. Even with your lawyer's just gonna make sure like everything's good. You're gonna get railroaded, nigga. These are billion-dollar companies. What do you think these companies exist for? You think your little lawyer is gonna finesse a billion-dollar company? You think you finessed them because you're like, oh shit, I ain't never think they was gonna agree to the $1 million deal. You're the dummy, nigga. They just gave you $1 million in the hole. They own all your masters. They own part of your pub. You're in a 360. Damn, nigga, you signed for 5 albums and nigga, you are fucked. That's the point. I like to keep it real. I want to break down everybody's contract. You know why? To educate y'all. This ain't for me. I don't give a fuck. Don't you hear all your favorite artists complain about all that shit? Didn't Meek complain about some shit? Didn't you hear YoungBoy saying he hate Atlantic? Didn't he say they don't want to give him his masters? What you think that's about, bro? That's why I be trying to help educate some of y'all, but some of y'all are all about the foolishness. The foolishness. Things I'm telling y'all is facts. And even though y'all don't deserve it, I'm gonna tell you anyway. Let me Google some shit. And for the real ones who care, here's a story for y'all. How you go? Oh no. Okay, good. All this shit is set in stone already. I ain't saying shit that, you know what I mean. You see this shit right here? Remember when 6ix9ine went to fucking court? He comes out of court. He thought he was gonna go to jail. He comes out of court. They say you can't hang with Treyway. No more Treyway. You can't throw up Treyway. It's over. Like, we don't want to hear nothing more about a gang. Like, you pretty much about to violate this and third. His fucking label comes and shows up to court. They thought he was gonna go to jail. He didn't go to jail. They say, all right, bet, let's go have a celebration. We want to have a dinner. We'll have a little meeting. They go to the meeting. They invite everybody except, obviously, the niggas in Treyway. Who shows up? Treyway. Shoddy and all them niggas show up. So now you got the label, which is the son of Lucian Grange. He's at the motherfucking Philippe's house in New York. Bet. Cool. That nigga's there. So now you have the guy who is pretty much the son of the nigga who owns all the music, right? Like Nicki Minaj, Drake, all them Post, all these niggas' music is owned by his father. He signs Tekashi, his son. You know what I mean? He don't got he's kind of like a rookie a little bit, but you know what I mean? You know, he signs Trippie, he signs 6ix9ine. Cool. He's meeting with 6ix9ine for dinner. The judge just said, no more Treyway. It's like, we don't want to see it. You're going to jail if you even say it in a song. Remember he stopped saying it? Cool. Shows up to the shit. Again, all record executives, or most of them, they know that rappers are hooligans. They have really good security. Fucking Lucian Green's son shows up with off-duty hired cops as his security. He's not trusting the homies. There's no homies. Like, this is a business, man. Cool. They're there to make sure everything is going good. 6ix9ine's about to show up. Shoddy and them show up saying, oh, we want to get into the meeting. We want to go eat at Philippe's and get in the meeting. Nigga, didn't you just hear what the judge said? Like, you're not coming in. Anyway, like, the son of Lucian was not even there. But the bodyguards down there, which are former cops, said, bro, you're not getting in. Somebody who's with Shoddy hits motherfucking a security guard in the head with a fucking chair. The security guards fucking back out a gun, shoot that nigga instantly. It's New York City. Only people who are allowed to have legally guns in New York City are off-duty cops. So them cops are legally allowed to have guns. By the way, what ended up happening, Shoddy and them niggas got charged. Like, that's how it works. The cop shoots you, you get charged. Okay? Because they're legally allowed to have it. You assaulted them, it's over. They're cops. You can't, like, again, this is the right security to have. You can't fuck with them. Okay, cool. Here's one of the contentions that was being had. Right? There was a moment where Shoddy was trying to take 6ix9ine from his label. He was trying to like, yo, I think certain shit is whatever, certain shit like with your contract, blah, blah. Because now 6ix9ine is one of the hottest artists in the fucking game. Like, it was 2018, like, niggas on fucking fire. Like, yo, what's up with this? What's up with that? Blah, blah. Shoddy's trying to be a little critical. Also, 6ix9ine don't really know who he could trust. You know, me at that point, I'm just kind of staying far because I'm seeing niggas when it comes to money, they're looking at 6ix9ine like the golden goose. They'll kill you for 6ix9ine. So me, I stay far away. I'm like, all right, I'll do your thing over there, right? What I get to find out, right? And I'm pretty sure if Shoddy does like a documentary, he'll tell it. Shoddy at one point was trying to fucking he was trying to negotiate 6ix9ine's contract. Keep in mind, he never had no paperwork. He never had contracts. And 6ix9ine is now Treyway, descent third. Shoddy's not really a manager, but like he's the homie, but kind of the big homie, but he does some business. Anyway, he's trying to see 6ix9ine's contract. But here's the thing, which I guess was like one of the things between them. I remember this vividly too. Because there was a three-way call, me, 6ix9ine, and Shoddy. And this is when I realized to stay the fuck out of their business. So, like, you know what I mean? I remember Shoddy was like, yo, act. He was like, yo, you a business-minded nigga? So you one of the niggas who 6ix9ine fuck with. So he's trying to explain to me what's going on with 6ix9ine and his label. Because, you know, basically, I think Shoddy's in his ear like, nigga, yo, you deserve more money. Like, you should be getting a bigger bat. What's up? Like, he kind of want to, yo, let's negotiate this shit. You know what I mean? It's trick night shit, right? He says to me, I'm on the phone. He says, yo, act. But for whatever reason, he was like, yo, before I could even give my real opinion, he said one thing and I stopped instantly. Because also, you could tell, like, the way Shoddy talk, like, I don't incriminate nobody, but you know what I mean? Yeah, it's Shoddy, nigga. So, Shoddy, you feel me? So Shoddy was like, yo, act. He was like, I know you work for the label and shit like that, but tell son, like, tell son, blah blah by the deal, and I was gonna be like, I ain't gonna lie, I think he got like, hey, he's still fairly new, like, let him do the project and whatever later on, he'll get a better deal. But I could tell Shoddy was not with that shit at all. So that nigga was like, yo, son, I know you fuck with Elliot and them niggas, but blah blah. And the way he was saying it, like I could tell Shoddy was, again, no incrimination. He was, and some of the shit he was saying, I was like, this is none of my business. Cause what they're talking about and the business there and the money involved, niggas is willing to do some shit over it. You know what I said? Because also 6ix9ine was on the phone too, and he kind of, he's a humble enough guy where he'll be like, yo, what do you think? And I'm going to keep it real with you. I think he knew what I think because we talked otherwise. But when Shoddy was on the phone, fuck no, I ain't tell that nigga what I thought. I'm good. I looked at that nigga and I said, yo, listen, you and Shoddy should figure this shit out, man. Ain't got nothing to do with me, brother. Nothing to do with me, brother. I am good. Yo, that nigga, so put it like this. Okay, and so here's the thing. I heard this from Shoddy. So Shoddy was tight. So there was tension before the whole thing with the record label. Shoddy had called in and was like, yo, send me 6ix9ine's agreements with y'all. I want to review the shit. They said, okay, we just got to ask 6ix9ine if we could share it with you, and sure. I bet. He tells 6ix9ine, it's like, yo, yeah, tell him to send me your deal, blah, blah, whatever. He calls again. It's like, yo, did I tell y'all to fucking send me the deal? Y'all niggas really fucking play, man. Yo, y'all really, like, he's wilding on him now. He be like, yo, nigga, when I tell y'all, like, it's Shoddy. They kind of look at him. They're like, bro, we still don't have approval to send you his fucking contract. Come to find out, 6ix9ine never gave his approval. So it's like, at that point too, I was like, okay, let me back the fuck out of this. You know what I mean? Hey, 6ix9ine is the only person who had approval to tell the label who they could share his deal with. He never said Shoddy. And while they were talking, it seemed like Shoddy was under the impression like, yeah, son want me to look at his contract. You talking about 6ix9ine, like, yo, son want me to look at his contract. I don't know about that one. So, again, 2018 was a very tumultuous year. So, again, I think all that comes into this incident, right? This all comes in that incident where Shoddy runs into the label people, right? After the trial thing or the little hearing thing where 6ix9ine don't go to jail, they wouldn't show him the contract. Now they won't let him upstairs to go sit with 6ix9ine and the nigga to have dinner. They're like, nah, 6ix9ine could come, but you gotta chill. What? That nigga, I don't bend, I don't fold. Nigga try to get it popping, but them cops is not playing. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. You gotta realize them some old niggas who are cops. So one of them got hit in the chair, and apparently that nigga almost like passed out. And the other niggas, as soon as they got hit with the chair, he took his gun out and just shot. He shot, I believe, Crippy, and apparently he had like a colostomy bag or whatever. The thing where like the little doo-doo bag. I don't know. But this is why you don't play with cops, man. After that situation, I realized police security is the best security of all time. Because they shot the people with Shoddy and Shoddy's people went to jail. Holy shit. Imagine shooting a nigga and a nigga who you shoot go to jail. Yeah. Nah, it's crazy. But anyway, I guess I said all that to say, right? This is, you see, the 2018 year, 6ix9ine is the hottest rapper. You could imagine, and this is the thing about contracts. Bro, 6ix9ine probably got signed for like, I think like 30 grand. Like in 2016, right? 2017, he started buzzing a little bit. Right? 2018, shit is really lit. Shoddy's looking like, yo, how you got one, like, you got Fifi, you got Baby, like, how come his income from music wasn't that much? They're like, yo, so now he's kind of asking those questions, Unfortunately, when it comes to record deals, that's not really how it works. You get to realize the money came here. And even then, the money came right when he got locked up too. Also, you could tell so much by this whole thing too. You could tell so much. 6ix9ine was still, he ain't get a re-up yet in 2018. This is before he got locked up. He signs a pub deal. He signs a pub deal for probably 1.2 million. Who knows for what albums or for how long? Because you gotta realize now the world is looking. What people don't realize about music is that when you're hot, you don't see the money from right now until like 6 months later, sometimes a year later. So 6ix9ine is hot as fuck in 2018. He's not seeing that money till he gets locked up. You get what I mean? He's not seeing that money at all till he gets locked up. So what artists usually do, right? They sign a pub deal, which is basically like you sign a deal to say that the publishing company could collect on your behalf, but they give you upfront money. So the upfront money he probably got was 1.2. You get me? And it was probably like, I don't know for how many projects or for how long. But now in 2018, the biggest money he got was the $1.2 million in pub. Right? He's touring. He actually is touring here. Remember, he was going around doing a bunch of shit. 842. Okay. But look at the tour expenses. You're going to write off all the security, Airbnb. Pretty much he's only taking home about half of it. And by the way, also, I ain't trying to say nobody fudging nothing, but I'm just, just like, if I'm 6ix9ine, I would show 5 different ways people are taking out security money. The label taking it out in their expenses. The tour people taking out security money. Like, that's just an easy expense for 6ix9ine. You get me? Like, tour and, yeah, so, like, who knows? Who knows where that money went? Anyway. This is a good breakdown that y'all could know the truth in when y'all think a rapper is hot versus what they're getting. By the way, remember when 6ix9ine got locked up, they said he had like 1.7 in his bank? Or 1 point something? Look at the net going in at the end of 2018. It makes sense a little bit, right? Anyway. All right, man. Enough of that shit, man. Y'all probably bored as fuck. Somebody said, how are we going to see contracts? Every artist is getting sued. Bro, you can see all these niggas. Like, bro, like, if you have a legit lawsuit, you're going to have to provide something about your income. Like, this whole thing about, like, Pooh Shiesty net worth, that got determined in court. Yeah, basically in court. Where is that? Let me see if I can find the document. It said he's worth 3.4 million, but that's literally, that was in a legal document, honestly. So again, of course you're not going to be able to see artists like contracts and shit. Who the fuck would do that? Right? Who would give you that shit? However, what you get to realize, most of these artists, they're fighting some type of lawsuit. And while fighting a lawsuit, they have to declare how much money they have. Again, let's just do the wink, 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 wink. That's not all the money. You get me? But like, for the shit you have to declare, like if a record label's paying you, you got to make it. You have to declare that, because that's something you got to put in your taxes. Like, you can't finesse that. For shows, for other shit, some other shit, but when Universal about to cut a check to you, motherfucker, you can't, yeah. And also, I don't know how they really correctly calculate his net worth. Let me see. Possess. I gotta find a document that said he's worth this because he must have been too new to fame where he didn't have nothing like fucking driving up bills and shit like that. If his net worth is that, I can see him grossing that. How long was Pooh Shiesty like rich for? I can see him grossing that money, but like most of these artists, dog, they spend a shit ton of money. By the way, I hope with me showing that 6ix9ine shit, like y'all understood why. Like, it should make sense to y'all when say Meek Mill says, "Yo, I've never gotten paid with my record label." Why would you? They pay for security for you. They pay for your private jets. They gave you a big ass advance before you record the album. They gave you a big ass advance. They gave you the other half of the advance when you turn in the album. Why do you ever think that you not the only way to recoup real quick, you got to sell 1,000,000 records instantly. Otherwise, you're going to be in debt for the whole time. Okay. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. What rappers would be highly independent if they went successful? I mean, the majority of rapper would be successful if they went independent. It's just about would their hype last? Like shit, if Lil Baby was independent right this moment, shit, he would make so much money on his next project. He would be disgusting. Now, if Drake was able to drop his next album independently, fuck. Nah, that would be disgusting.